Hi, I'm Lisa from Earthlink, and this is Blinky. We're here to help you get connected to the internet. We'll be with you every step of the way, giving you tips on how to get connected and how to use our service. The way you start using Earthlink is by clicking on the Earthlink icon on your desktop, or by clicking this button on your toolbar. Make sure the profile and location information is correct, then click the Sign On button. And in a few seconds, you'll be online. Sooner or later, a lot of people find they need to connect from more than one location. Maybe your computer travels with you from your office to your home. Or you're away on business and want to connect using a local number. If this applies to you, the first thing you need to do is create a new location. To do that, click here on the list of locations, choose New Location, and the Earthlink software will guide you through the steps to create the new location. A profile stores all the settings for people who share the same computer. This includes settings for your email address and browser. Click here to add people to this computer. Just as you would at the end of a regular phone conversation, you need to hang up the line when you are finished using the internet. Just click here to sign off. Please be considerate of other Earthlink members who are trying to get online and sign off when you are finished. You can connect to Earthlink from just about anywhere by dialing up with your modem. As far as the phone company is concerned, when your modem calls one of the Earthlink numbers, it is no different than if you had dialed that number by hand. When you select the phone number you will call, if the number you are calling is long distance, you will get normal long distance charges from your phone company. Earthlink cannot be responsible for any long distance charges you might get if you call a number outside your local area.
Poor Blinky, sitting at his desk, has just signed on to the internet using a carelessly selected access number. What he doesn't realize is that he's just connected to the toll call zone.
So please check and make sure the numbers you call for access are okay for you. Earthlink has provided you with a tool to help you access all of the resources on the internet. It is called the Earthlink toolbar. The toolbar can be reconfigured by hand, so yours may look a little different from mine. It contains buttons for getting connected, browsing the web, using email, and more. This one will get you connected to the internet. It launches the Earthlink software, where you begin by signing on. Then, if you connect to the internet by dialing, your modem will be activated, and in a few seconds, you'll be online. Click here, and it will launch your web browser. Later, I'll show you how to use your browser to look at pages on the World Wide Web. If you click here, you'll see your electronic mailbox. Most people check their email box every day, just like regular mail, but you can check it every time you sit down at your computer if you want. Later, I'll explain how to send and receive email. Likewise, the rest of these buttons represent the other internet-related tools and resources that Earthlink has installed on your computer. Now, Blinky will show you how to make the toolbar look the way you want it to. The toolbar is sticky on the edges, so if you drag it to the edge of the screen, it attaches itself. If you like, you can make it auto-hide, like this, and the toolbar will retract when another window is in the foreground, but extend if the mouse comes nearby. You can add in your own buttons too by dropping them in, or by clicking the right mouse button on the toolbar and using the menu. Most people just keep their toolbar around all the time, no matter what they're doing, so the internet is only a click away. You've probably heard people on TV talk about the web, read about it in newspapers, and so on. And you have probably also seen a lot of cryptic little notations in everything from news programs to cereal boxes, telling you how to look up information on the internet. What all these things are talking about is the World Wide Web. The program that you use to look at information published there is called a web browser. This is the Earthlink browser. Let's take a look at what's here. These highlighted words are links to other pages. If you click any of them, you'll go to a new page. For example, if you want to know more about this, click on it and you'll go to another page. If you surf to somewhere that isn't as exciting as you thought it might be, you can click the back button and return to the previous page. When people talk about surfing the net, they usually mean moving from page to page, following interesting links as they go. It's a lot of fun to read that way. Your Earthlink browser allows you to have multiple web pages open at the same time. Just click the web button and a new web window will open up, so you can start surfing from a new page while keeping other pages open. Sometimes you want to go directly to a particular website. For example, remember that TV screen from before? This is the Uniform Resource Locator, or URL for short. Some people also call it a web address. It is a name that you can use to specify exactly what page you want to visit. Just type in a URL here, hit return, and you'll see that page. What if you don't have a link or a web address? That's when you use a search engine. A search engine is a web page which allows you to type in a general description of what you're interested in, and it will generate a list of links that match your request. When you find a web page you want to come back to later, just click here to add it to your list of favorites. The best place of all to start surfing is your Earthlink personal start page, and it will appear whenever you open a new browser window. Anytime you want to get back to your personal start page, just click the Home button. Here you will find a set of links updated according to your own personal interests. You'll see when you have email waiting, news reports, sports scores, stock information, places to shop online, information about your account, and more. Thanks, Blinky. The more you explore, the more you will learn. So indulge your curiosity and plunge in. You'll learn something new. Mail check. Millions of people have email boxes, and now you are one of them. Your Earthlink account comes with an email box that you should check from time to time. With some help from Blinky, I'll show you how to read your email. Email is fast. To open your mailbox, just click the mailbox icon. Your mailbox will open up, and you can see your mail waiting there for you to read. If you click one of the messages waiting there for you, it will open, and you can read it. In order for someone to send you email, they need to know your email address. Everyone's address is different, of course, but yours will be whatever your username is, followed by the @ sign and earthlink.net. For example, My address is lisa236@earthlink.net. Most people have their email addresses printed on their business cards and stationery. That makes it easier for people to send email messages to you. If you want to send email to someone, the first thing you need to do is create a new message. Blinky, help me out. To do that, just click this button. A message window will open, and you can type the address of the person who will receive your message in the To field. Hey, Blinky, why don't you send this one to me? Next, it's nice to type a subject so the person receiving the message can quickly see what it is all about. Now that the email is addressed, you can write whatever message you want to send. When you are done, click the Send button and your message is on its way to the recipient. Thanks, Blinky. With a tool to help you access. Let's go shopping online. One place to begin is from your personal start page by clicking here on the Earthlink Mall. There are thousands of sites to choose from. You'll discover detailed product information, endless selection. You can quickly compare prices and hard-to-find items. Plus, online shopping offers things you don't get when you shop other ways, like email notification about items you've requested, special offers, and reviews from other shoppers. When you find something you want, just select it by adding it to your electronic shopping cart. If there's something else you're looking for, you can continue to shop.
Continue waiting. Continue waiting.
When you're done, there's no long waiting in line. Just proceed to the online checkout. If it's the first time you visited the site, you'll be prompted for your name and address to establish your account. If you'd like to send a gift, you can enter someone else's name and address when entering shipping information. Next, enter the payment information. Of course, I use the same precautions that I do anytime I use my credit card, like doing business only with merchants I trust and never providing personal information unless I initiated the transaction. Most online merchants send an email message confirming each order. With a click of the mouse, your purchases are on the way. As an Earthlink member, you have access to more benefits and services than I can possibly explain right now. But I want to make sure that you at least know about some of the most important ones. The hundreds of internet experts on our Earthlink technical support team are on call 24 hours a day and 7 days a week to answer your questions and solve your problems. Your personal start page is your own unique jumping off point to the internet. You get all the information you want just the way you want it. Click and Build is the easiest way to create your own website. You can publish information you want to share with everyone else. We offer dial-up connections, high-speed access with DSL and cable modem, as well as a host of other services to meet the needs of businesses from the smallest storefront to the largest corporation. To stay informed and entertained, you can receive a weekly email newsletter called eLink. Every week you'll find hot websites, cool software you can download, and more. Earthlink publishes a magazine for all of its members called Blink. It brings you regular columns for newbies, family articles, and technical articles for those who just have to know how it all works. It comes by snail mail. Watch for it. You will never run out of interesting things to experience on the net as long as you keep on exploring. So So go online and start enjoying the best that the internet has to offer. It's your internet.
Rolling. Action.
You open your mailbox.
Cut. Cut. Cut.
Whatever your username is,
Cut.
followed by the @ sign, and you've probably heard people on TV talk about the web.
Rolling. Action.
You open your mailbox.
Cut. Cut. Cut.
Whatever your username is,
Cut.
followed by the @ sign, and you've probably heard people on TV talk about the web.